Hey, what's up guys? Star here. A few things I want to go over before I start this video. This is part 2 to the Malan village murder. This video will not make sense if you haven't seen that video, so if you haven't, click off this one and go watch it, and then come back. Even though I started like a madman in that video, still go watch it. One more thing, I didn't know this, but apparently Yang, the girl that was allegedly dead in the last video, name was actually she. Pointed out to me by my good friend Moondog. And yet again, some of the information I'm using in this video is based off of his Reddit post, which I will link again in the description below. Now, let's continue this unsettling tale. We left off of this shocking letter sent by she. Her family had little doubt that this could actually be her, but they had to be sure. One of her sisters sent her husband to go to the return address on the letter, and so he did. He came to discover something astonishing. He found she, and she told him what had happened to her. She had been abducted by human traffickers and sold to a farmer, where she had been forced to have 2 children, and for the past couple of years that's where she had been. The husband tried to get her to come back, but she did refuse. He went home and explained the whole story to her family, and just as he was, they were all flabbergasted and shocked at this news. However, in 1994, she had at last returned home to her family, but it was completely opposite of what she thought. She came home to find out that she was legally considered dead, and an innocent man had been killed for, quote, murdering her. She hadn't even met Tang, let alone have romantic relations with him. She appealed to the court for a retrial for Tang, but was denied, even though she was visibly alive. She got married again to a man she loved, and went to the police department to get an ID. Sadly, she was later arrested with her husband for charges of drug trafficking. Not really smart on her part at all. She was processed and her DNA was taken. Despite all that evidence of her being alive, no retrial was formed. Now this next part is truly sad and just straight up wrong and disappointing. Tang's children, who are adults now, were bullied while in school for being the children of, quote, a murderer. They had a rough childhood, and it didn't stop as they got older and became adults. They were fired from many jobs for finding out about their father. On the date of July 23, 2004, his daughter and son both sued the court and won the lawsuit. Each member of his surviving family were given 666,660 won, which is about 90k in US cash. Excuse me if I'm wrong, I'm not 100% sure on that. But moving forward, this is really messed up. The people involved in the wrongful conviction and execution of Tang weren't even fired. The chief investigator was heavily warned by China's government, but that's it. Now, I know you may be thinking, what happened to this dismembered woman and who actually killed her? Well, the sad thing is, she was never identified. To this day, we don't know who killed her or her true identity is. This is really disappointing, guys. Think about it for a second. The amount of injustice in this case is just dumb. To forcing a confession out of somebody, to killing them when they're innocent, and not even granting a retrial when you have cold, hard evidence that he didn't do it. This isn't even the first nor last time this is going to happen. Did you know that half of the people on death row are innocent? And back in the 1940s, a boy named George Stanley Jr. lost his life at 14 years old for something that he didn't do. Now, I'm 13 myself, 1 year younger than him. That could be me, or any of you out there finding yourself convicted for crimes that you didn't do. It comes to show how corrupt people can be, let alone live a happy life knowing that you killed somebody and know it's the wrong person. It's astonishing how cruel the justice system could be in all countries alike. Now, the justice system has many flaws. Like I said, not in this country, not just in America, not just in China, all countries really. Like, lots of Arabian countries still have crucifixion as an option of execution. Like, it's really disgusting how cruel and how dark the world can be. But I digress. Stay safe, guys, because you could never know what can happen to you.